Is Alpha Direct the new ultralight king of mid-layers? Well, I can't answer that for you, but I can show you how to make one using the pattern that's now available on my website, learnmyog.com. So come along with me and let's sew this one together. My pattern includes two different styles of hoods. There's a balaclava hood as well as an overlap style hood. The pattern also includes 10 different sizes, so you can dial in the perfect fit. Your chest measurement is the key one you want to use for sizing the hoodie. Make sure the tape is parallel to the floor. Have a friend help you if you need. Take a deep breath and read the tape from the front. That's going to be the measurement we use to determine the sizing for the hoodie. With my chest measurement of 39 inches, that puts me right into the medium category. If I wanted an off-the-rack size or a more relaxed fit, I would just use a pattern size M. However, for this garment, I want it to be a slim fit because the Alpha Direct is quite stretchy, so I'm going to use size SM or sub-size medium. Using your other measurements, refer to the instructions for custom fit adjustments, such as those for wider hips. For this build, I'm going to be doing the balaclava hood. So I've cut 2 mirrored copies of hood side, 1 of the hood gusset, and 1 piece for hood mouth. When I sew the sides to the gusset, on both ends I'm going to start up at the forehead and go towards the neck. And that way, when the fabric stretches, if I get any excess down at the neckline, I can just trim it away. As I sew across the crown, be sure to hit your alignment points. So here I'm attaching mouth to side, and I've lined up my seam allowances right up here at the hood opening, and I'm going to go towards neck. Alright, for the hood finish, you have 2 choices. You can do a facing, like this balaclava hood, which has fabric that goes around the inside as well as across the front where your mouth goes. And this is what you want to use if you're going to do a cinch cord. This is another Alpha Direct 120. This one has the overlap hood, and you can see I did the facing as well. If you don't want to do a facing or a cinch cord, you can do the easiest method, which is to just do a fold over elastic binding across the front. For this hoodie, I'm going to be using this Polartec Power Dry. This is 6072 and it's an odor resistant. So for the balaclava hood facings, I'm going to have the hood gusset, 2 mirrored copies of the side, and then 1 facing for the front where your mouth is. So for the orientation of the facings, it's important to get the correct alignment. You notice on the finished hood, the sides come in and it kind of dips down a little bit in the very front at your forehead and then comes back up. You want to make sure that you're aligned like this, where the curved part that sticks out of your forehead is at the opening of the hood. Since I'm doing the balaclava, now I need to put on my front. Okay, so we have this in the right orientation, where the mouth comes around the opening, and then as you come to the forehead, it should stick out towards the opening a little bit, curve towards the opening. Here I'm quickly serging the raw edge opposite of the hood opening. So remember, if you're going to do a cinch cord, before you attach your facing to the hood, you need to sew the 2 small buttonholes right here on the side of the hood. You see the cord comes out of these 2 small buttonholes that are between the casing that's created by the hood side and the facing. So to start attaching the facing to the hood, you first put your hood right side out, and I have my facing right side touching. So you should have a seam up on top and a seam on bottom. It's sized so that the seams touch each other at the top as well as down here at the front. And all 4 of those seams should line up. And again, it's right sides touching. So I've got that stitched on, and you can see the seams line up at the top as well as down here at the bottom at the front or mouth part. Depending on the material choice, it may be a good idea for you to understitch the seam allowance to the facing. And what that would do is it would keep the facing from showing on the front. All right, so now my hood is wrong sides out. You can see the seam. And I've folded the facing around from the right side underneath to now their wrong sides are touching. And now I'm going to use my straight stitch machine to sew this following the curve of the hood, and I'm going to stitch basically right on top of my serged edge. Another way of doing it is to hem this. If you have a zigzag machine, it would be a good place to use that here, because that'll guarantee this has some stretch left in it. The straight stitch I find works just fine. All right, so I stitched that on, and I tried my best to follow the curve. If this is your first time doing this, I definitely would not recommend doing a contrasting thread, because you will see it on the outside out here, and it might be all wavy because sewing these stretchy knits is pretty difficult. So I've set the hood aside, and I've gone and I've pinned each sleeve to the front as well as the back at the raglan seam. Right, that raglan seam goes from your neck to your armpit, and the way I pinned it is I start at the neckline and I line up the seam allowances at the top. I put one pin, and then I come down and I make sure that my notches align. For the back, again, you start at the neck, you come down, and you look for those double notches. So the double notch on the sleeve will line up to the double notch on the back. And in the instructions, if you're doing a sub-sized, the sleeve will be long, the same amount on all four sides. And if you use the regular sizes, then the front and back will match the sleeve size exactly. Now almost all these seams, when you're doing this raglan, are curved. So you just got to double check to make sure your edges line up as you sew. We're now going to attach the hood to the body. So what you're looking at here is, this is the front panel, and the hood is on the inside of the jacket, but the jacket is wrong sides out. Right, so these two seams are the hood front to hood side, and those line up with the front seams. And at the back, when you look inside the jacket, this is your gusset. These are the side gussets for the hood, and those line up with the back raglan seams. To reduce the bulk in this neckline, you want to offset your seam allowances. All right, so there we go. Our hood is now attached to the body, and then at the front, right, here's the front of the balaclava. Those seams line up with the front seams. All right, so now we're going to do the side seam, and what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've pinned all this together. You remember I was talking about the sub size having a little bit of an extension. We'd clean it up. So you can see that right here where this hangs over a little bit. So all I'm going to do is just make a nice curve to where this evens out. I'm not going to trim any off the side. I'm just going to follow that curve and then end up right about here and smooth that out. And a rotary cutter works great for that. And we're going to sew all the way up under the armpit, all the way to the cuff, all in one stitch. Okay, so on a lot of jackets, you'll see that there's a little bit of facing along the back of the neckline, and that's for comfort, and it also allows you to put a hang tag in. All right, so for the neck facing, you're looking at, this is gusset of hood on the inside. This is the back. And what I did was I cut a strip of the facing material I used just like on the hood, and I've pinned it to the seam. On my serger, I disabled the knife, and I'm just going to sew this right along that back edge. So that the edges are finished, I just folded them up and clipped it on both ends. And you'll see that when this gets folded around to the other side, all those edges will be finished. Now what I'm doing is I have taken what was sewed like this on that edge, right? I've pulled the hood open, laid it all flat, and you can see I'm making sure I'm not going to catch the front side. And I'm folding this over and then pulling these parts away and stitching this flat. And that's going to cover that seam as we come down. So as you sew this, just try to be really straight because this stitch line on the back will be visible. The zipper foot may help here. I have a little hang loop. This is just a piece of ribbon about 4 inches long, folded in half. We're just about done with the hoodie. The last thing to do is put fold over elastic around the cuffs and the waist. I have a separate video which you can watch next. So thanks for joining me. I really hope you enjoy your build.